Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, he is Special K, Kell Brook. 147 pounds on the button. He's 5'9" tall. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
You want to get out of the way because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Introducing Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing the former British welterweight champion from Sheffield, England. Here is the former welterweight champion of the world, Special K, Kell Brook. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska. Here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup, and here we go. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Will the pride come before the fall, or can Brook pull off a stunner?
And remember the shot. The shot came from nowhere. He switched, took Kell out. Even Kell looked surprised as though somebody had thrown something in the ring from outside. He said, where'd that come from? We even looked in shock. We know what Brook is capable of doing. But you know what? Crawford, he knew exactly what he had to do. Exactly how to pace the fight. And he showed he had the power to do it. Crawford's going to go into the fight this time knowing I have the power to take you out with one shot.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Brook in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good man. Next one. You got complacent. Twice that right hand's beautiful. That's just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit.
Now you're getting back into it.
I need you to go back out there.
I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back. Just got it.
Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to
Go back and win the round, right? It's only...
And there's the bell to start round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
So, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Perfect counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
There's the bell for round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter. Oh, yeah, big shot, and down goes Brook. Back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's ain't gonna call you.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Terrence Crawford just got rocked. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's gonna finish this round. But look at that. Look at the move. Look at the spin back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They're both trying for a knockout. Just missed with that jab. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Brook in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Free, just get your breath back. Back behind your jump basics. Just get your rhythm back.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round is got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little trick you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Can't find a home in that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That left hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. That hard, you don't want to trade shots. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Counter punch. Parries that jab away. Do you believe what we're seeing? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about working that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Listen, be smart when you go out. Just take the...
Let's start the 6th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Crawford is dazed. Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that I ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
You're getting in there with a fighter with a longer reach. Now you've got to depend on your footwork, your pressure fighting, slip inside the shot, slip outside the shot. But when you do it, you don't just slip, you've got to capitalize on it. Throw some shots after that to make them scared of letting a shot go.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Well done with that counter shot. That right hook won't score. How about that time counter shot? Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight.
Okay.
So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Some bruising, heavy shots. Is he going to punch himself out, though? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Kell Brook may need to take it. So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change it? It's a perfect start.
Code red for Kell Brook. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
What a night we expect it to be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, 140 pounds, 5'8" tall, with a reach of 71 inches. And he'll be facing the one and only Josh Taylor. He weighed in at 63.5 kilos. He's 178 centimeters tall with a reach of 107. And it's the King. Tartan Tornado, Josh Taylor, one of the best fighters in the history of the United Kingdom and certainly out of Scotland.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win?
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Big hooks upstairs. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
You'd like to see more jabs. A well-placed hook. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nobody home with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, and get back out.
When you're taking out, he's...
On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
That left hook missed. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he misses with that straight left. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard. Final 10 seconds here unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. And the Tartan Tornado is down. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. On to the third. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Here we go with these 2 lightning-quick lightweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Catch and shoot. His stamina is off the charts. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kishes. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater, that's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter, call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater, that's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter, call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater, that's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter, call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader.
Surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trally's up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pakia. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton out. Tonight I have to let me pull my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the slickest heavyweights of all time. 6 foot tall, 201 pounds. He'll face this man, Joe Louis. He's 6 foot 2 inches tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the legends of legends, fighting out of Waco, North Carolina, a true heavyweight superstar. The Brown Bomber Joe Louis, one of the most historically important fighters of all time.
Just take note, look at the reach, look how much they're giving away in this fight.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic gold medalist and the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world and truly one of the all-time greats, introducing...
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Lucky that hook didn't score. Failing to score with that right hook. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
Good counter punching. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And he fails to score with that left hook. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Miss with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Good counter punching. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
You've got to fight dirty, Todd. You've got to get in close. You've got to fight on the blind side of the referee. You've got to find a way in.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Insane action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. That That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You have a fight that's got great footwork, great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Caution being thrown to the wind. So much firepower here. Patterson goes down. He somehow weathered the storm. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, John, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That hook just can't find the target. Perfect counter lands. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Joe Louis just got caught. The Hall of Famer Joe Louis is down. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
The bell rings and we start the third. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They gotta think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They gotta be smart.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. Did you see that? Oh, and Patterson's dazed. avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, and boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Never ever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
You'd like to see more jabs. These two were made for each other. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not the best. That thought! Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Here we go to the fourth round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Hard look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Do you believe what we're seeing? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That grip.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! The Brown Bomber in some trouble. About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Joe Louis in trouble. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Time for the 5th round. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He's dominating him, and he's going to let him know all about it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hold. You've got to hold. They run out of steam.
Not sure if I'd be taunting right now. Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Can't believe it. They are giving up. And that is that. They surrender. This is over.
They don't like that. Listen.
Stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stop.
some trouble.